Riddle me this. How many Alvarados does it take to make an Amico? Well, hell, I don't know. But you know what I do know? It's more than 3. Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. You know, guys, I've talked to you, and I just said it in just a guess. I said, maybe there's family members working for this company because it looks like a glorified Patreon, this investing thing. I was hoping I was just joking, but I'm not. Apparently, it's come to light that several members of one family work there. Let me say this. I support Hispanics in the video game industry. The more, the merrier. But this is a results-driven industry. One of the problems that this company's had that I mentioned to you over a year ago is that they are not results-driven. There is no consequences for failing at your job. Mr. John Alvarado is the Chief Technology Officer at Intellivision. And he's been failing for about 3 years now because we still have no console. You know what I have? A big hole in my wall where there's no console. I have these boxes that are physical products. You can't even call them games. Where are the deep dives at? Where are the NFTs at? That's part of technology, right? Where are they at? I don't like when things are unfair, guys. And I'm going to have to say something here that I probably never thought I would have said, because a lot of these people have criticized me. A lot of the Amico supporters have criticized me, but they're taking most of the heat, right? Let me ask you this. Why is, I don't know, Retro Bro or Saggy Melons or whoever you want to talk about getting more heat, or Panda Sub or whoever you want to talk about, getting more heat than the Chief Technology Officer of the company? Why are they getting more heat? They're not in charge of making the console. I think it's time we started holding people accountable. Smash JT says he loves John Alvarado. It can't be because of his work, because he hasn't finished anything. I don't have a console. I'm still looking, staring. I got boxes, and that's all I have. I have promises. You know what I also have? Knowledge of family members that are working at the company, apparently. Can you guys verify this? Let me show you a standard policy of any company. This is just general. This is generic. Anywhere you go to work that is a serious company is going to have something like this. Alright guys, any company you're looking to invest in should have something like this. This is just something generic, but they should have something along these lines, and you have to make sure that they enforce it, right? Because if you don't, it can have very, very negative consequences to the organization and to the stock you're trying to buy, for example, in any company. So to read something like this: due to potential for perceived or actual conflicts such as favoritism or personal conflicts from outside the work environment, which can be carried into the daily working relationship. Company name, whatever that company name will be, will hire relatives of persons currently employed only if a candidate for employment will not be working directly for or supervised by a relative. B, candidate for employment will not occupy a position in the same line of authority in which the employees can initiate or participate in decisions involving a direct benefit to the relative, right? Such as a raise, for example. Such decisions including hiring, retention, transfer, promotion, wages, and leave requests. This policy applies to all current employees and candidates for employment. So it'd be something along those lines, guys, but this right here, if anybody knew about it before, should have been a red flag. It should be a red flag to you if you're trying to invest into a new company, or if you're, trying to buy a business, anything like that, where you're going to have to deal with relatives within the same department. That is always a huge red flag, because they tend to underperform, and as it says there, they bring things to the work environment that shouldn't be there. And after a history of 3 years of failure, of these people not, performing the task, what do you think that is? Do you think anybody there, any of these 3 individuals is, maybe except for John Alvarado, but the other 2 I don't think are going to get fired. One of them is the son, and the other one, I don't know, could he be brother, cousin? I don't know. Smash JT says he loves this man. I want to ask him why. Why do you love this man when you guys, everybody was getting roasted because this thing's not coming out? He didn't come up to bat for you guys. As of yet, he has not made a statement on why this console is delayed or why the games aren't finished. And that's to avoid situations, right, of unfairness, right? If your son is your assistant, for example, and you have two other assistants and they're thinking that you treat them unfairly as opposed to your son, that might be something, right? You don't want to get in trouble there. Or if there's a lot of family members in a company, they usually don't let them work in the same departments. There's policies for these things, so you avoid nepotism, right, as much as you can, because you don't want people suing you afterwards for being treated unfairly. That's not the case here. You know, I said this might be a glorified Patreon, and that's what it's starting to seem like. You know, there is no heat on the people that actually failed to deliver. YouTubers are not manufacturing this console. It's the employees, some of them who have been on camera, some of them who go on chats and speak. Speak on what's going on here, please. Why have you not delivered in 3 years? That's what I want to know. At this point, I don't care if the person is Hispanic, black, a Martian, Captain Kirk. I don't care. I just want someone to do their job and make this console or explain why the failure to launch. But having family members within the same division is a horrible, horrible look when you're producing nothing, when you have failed, absolutely failed, your investors. It's time to hold these people accountable in key positions. Let's not pretend that YouTubers are the problem when it comes to a television. The real problem are the people who have failed to deliver, and they're all at the top. They all put together this organization, and looking at this right here, I would never, and I mean ever, invest not even $5 in a company who had 3 family members in the same division working on one project. I would not. There's no check and balances. Is anybody going to get fired? How come nobody's been fired from there? Somebody needs to leave like yesterday, because this project is a failure and you need to restart. Somebody needs to get pissed. It's not all smiles. I don't care about the mustache. I don't care about anything else. Have you delivered? The answer is no. Get it done or get somebody else that can do it. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.
New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.